What if I told you that some of the most successful people, the highest achievers, the calmest, most confident folks you know, all share a common, simple practice? It's a practice that doesn't need expensive gear, a fancy degree, or even a lot of time. What if the real key to unlocking new levels of confidence and totally transforming your life was already inside you, just waiting for your own words to bring it to life? We are here talking about daily affirmations. And hey, before you click away thinking this is just some new age fluff, stick with me because the science behind why simply repeating phrases that actually change your brain structure is pretty mind blowing. Did you know that saying specific phrases over and over can physically change your brain? Seriously, it's not magic, it's neuroscience. We are talking about the power to build new neural pathways. Basically, rewiring your mind for success and real self belief. Imagine for a second that your brain is like a huge network of roads. For years, negative thoughts and self doubt have paved these massive superhighways because you've gone down these roads so often. But what if you could consciously build new positive highways? That's exactly what we are going to explore today. Let's be real, we all have that inner critic, don't we? That little voice whispering, "You're not good enough. You'll probably mess this up." Or, "Who do you think you are, dreaming that big?" For a lot of us, this voice isn't just a whisper, it's a constant, loud roar. This kind of internal negativity can be completely paralyzing. It fuels self doubt, crushes motivation, and keeps us stuck in loops of fear and just not doing anything. We see other people succeeding and wonder, what do they have that I don't? So often, the answer isn't about what they have on the outside, but how their inner world is programmed. Think about a time you wanted to go for that promotion, start a new healthy habit, or even just speak up in a meeting. What really held you back? Was it a genuine lack of skill? Or was it that nagging voice telling you you couldn't do it? This internal story shapes our reality way more than we realize. It dictates the chances we take, the goals we chase, and ultimately the kind of life we end up living. And life today, with all the social media comparisons and the constant pressure to achieve, just makes that inner critic even louder. The result? More stress, more anxiety, and that sinking feeling of never quite measuring up. Now, some of you might be thinking, "Oh, I've tried affirmations. I stood in the mirror, told myself I am confident a few times, and absolutely nothing changed." That's a really common experience, and it makes a lot of people write off affirmations just as wishful thinking. But why doesn't it always click? Often, it's because there's a misunderstanding of how they actually work and what it really takes. Just mouthing positive words without truly feeling them or only doing it once in a blue moon is like expecting a single drop of rain to make a desert bloom. Your brain, especially the amygdala, that's the part that handles emotions like fear, might even push back at first if you say things that totally contradict how you currently see yourself. If you're feeling deeply insecure and you're forcefully telling yourself, "I am a superstar," it just can't create this vision for you. It's like an internal tug of war. It's like your mind just screams liar. And that's usually where people give up, convinced it's all a sham. Plus, the sheer weight of all those ingrained negative thought patterns can be overwhelming. These aren't just passing thoughts, they are well worn neural pathways. Trying to cover them up with a few half hearted positive statements is like trying to change the course of a massive river with a handful of pebbles. It's not that affirmations don't work, it's that our approach is often off base, missing the science and the commitment needed. This is where the science gets really exciting. The absolute game changer here is something called neuroplasticity. Simply put, neuroplasticity is your brain's amazing ability to reorganize itself. It can form new connections between neurons and actually change its own structure and how it works based on your experience. Think about that for a moment. Your brain isn't set in stone, it's constantly evolving, and you can actually have a say in how it evolves. When you consistently repeat a positive affirmation, you start to carve out new neural pathways. It's like making a new trail in a dense forest. The first few times, it's tough going. But the more you walk that path, the clearer and easier it becomes. Eventually, it's something that turns into your brain's go-to route. There's a saying in neuroscience: neurons that fire together wire together. By repeatedly firing up specific positive thoughts with affirmations, you strengthen the connections for those thoughts, making them more dominant. And this isn't just a cool theory. We can actually see it happen. MRI studies have shown that practicing self-affirmation can lead to more activity in brain areas linked to how we see ourselves and positive feelings, like the ventromedial prefrontal cortex. This area is super important of how we process information about ourselves, manage our emotions, and make decisions. So when you're practicing affirmations, you are actively engaging and reshaping these vital parts of your brain. So, what kind of affirmations actually get the job done? It's not just about stringing together a few nice sounding words. For affirmations to really harness neuroplasticity and get your brain's reward system buzzing, they need to be created with real intention. First, make them positive in the present tense. So, instead of "I will be confident," you say "I am confident." This helps your brain accept it as something that's happening right now. Plays on that fascinating quirk where your brain sometimes can't tell the difference between vivid imagination and reality. Acting as if you're already there helps make it real. Second, they need to be believable and line up with your core values. If an affirmation feels totally out there or ridiculous, your subconscious will probably just hit reject. Start with statements that feel like a gentle stretch, not a massive leap. As your belief gets stronger, then you can make your affirmations bigger and bolder. Researchers at the University of Pennsylvania found that affirmations are especially powerful when they connect with your core values, even causing physical changes in brain regions tied to self-processing. Third, bring in emotion. Just reciting words like a robot isn't nearly as effective as feeling the emotion behind them. When you say, "I am capable and strong," try to actually feel what capability and strength are like in your body. This emotional punch helps you really lock in those new neural pathways. Positive affirmations can boost the release of dopamine. That's the feel-good chemical linked to pleasure and motivation. And serotonin, which helps your mood. Activating these reward systems makes the practice more enjoyable and keeps you coming back. So what are some of the good examples that we can talk about here today? Examples can include, "I am capable and resourceful when things get challenging. I am learning and growing every single day. I trust myself to make wise decisions. I embrace all of my unique strengths. I am worthy of success and happiness." Please take a moment to check out my playlist on affirmations. It's filled with powerful positive messages designed to uplift and inspire you. Browse through and choose the video that resonates most with your current goals and mindset. And remember, the key to real transformation is consistency. So make these affirmations a part of your daily routine. So understanding the why and the what is great, but the real change happens with the how. Consistency and repetition are the absolute keys to making neuroplasticity work for you. Daily practice is vital because your brain needs that time and repetition to build and strengthen those new positive pathways. Many people find that the first thing in the morning is the best time to practice these affirmations. Just after waking up is super effective. Your mind is usually clearer and more open at that time. Repeating your affirmations at this time can set a positive vibe for your whole day. Bedtime is another prime opportunity as the thoughts you focus on before sleep can really sink into your subconscious. So, how should you practice? Here are 5 quick tips. First one, say them aloud. Hearing yourself say the words can make them feel more real and reinforce them. Second, look in the mirror. This can be incredibly powerful. Saying affirmations while looking yourself right in the eye helps build a deeper connection with yourself. Third, you want to write them down. The physical act of writing engages different parts of your brain and can help solidify these affirmations. Try journaling them or stick them on notes where you'll see them often, your mirror, your desk, or even as your phone's wallpaper. Number 4, combine with visualization. As you say your affirmations, picture yourself already being that way or having achieved that goal. Mental imagery lights up similar brain regions as actually doing the thing. Repetition. Aim for at least a few minutes each session. Repeat each affirmation several times with focus and really mean it. Start small if you need to, maybe 5 to 10 minutes a day. And remember, it's a practice, not about being perfect. Some days will feel more powerful than others. The most important part is to just keep showing up for yourself. So the impact of daily affirmations, backed by the science of neuroplasticity, goes way beyond just boosting your confidence. The research actually shows a whole range of positive effects across different parts of our lives. One of the biggest wins is better stress management. Affirmations can help act as a buffer against the mental and physical toll of stress. Research from Carnegie Mellon University showed that self-affirmation can actually improve problem-solving skills when you're under pressure, basically helping people stay calmer and think more clearly when things get intense. By firing up the prefrontal cortex, affirmations can help with emotional regulation, making you feel less anxious and defensive. Practicing affirmations can even help lower your cortisol levels, which is your body's main stress hormone. Affirmations that are tied to your core values can seriously boost your motivation to make healthier choices. Studies have found that people who wrote affirmations about their values were more likely to get more active and eat better. This happens because affirming your values gives you a stronger, bigger sense of self, which makes healthy habits feel more like who you truly are. By regularly guiding your mind towards positive statements and outcomes you want, affirmations can sharpen your mental clarity and make you more productive. They help you zero in on your goals, which is key to being more efficient in everything you do. There's a part of your brain called the reticular activating system, or RAS, and it acts like a filter for information. When you consistently affirm something, you're essentially telling your RAS to look for proof that supports it. This makes you more tuned in to opportunities and solutions that you might have missed otherwise. Life is going to throw curveballs. That's a given. Affirmations can build your resilience by accepting and helping you keep a broader perspective and a more positive view of yourself, even when you're facing tough times. They help you be less defensive when you're dealing with threats or criticism, which allows you to cope in healthier ways. So, instead of crumbling under pressure, you get better at bouncing back. So imagine waking up each day and instead of that usual feeling of dread or that wave of self-doubt, you feel a quiet, steady sense of self-assurance. Imagine facing challenges not with fear but with a curious, I can handle this mindset. What if that internal voice that used to tear you down now consistently lifts you up? This is that kind of transformation that unlocking the power of daily affirmations can bring. It's not about becoming a totally different person, it's about becoming more fully yourself, the version of you that isn't held back by those old limiting beliefs. When you consistently rewire your brain for positivity, for self-belief, for resilience, the ripple effects are huge. Your relationships can get better because you're coming from a place of wholeness, not neediness. Your career, it can take off because you've got the confidence to grab opportunities and show your true talents. Your overall well-being can just soar because you're no longer fighting an internal battle. You start to draw in experience and people that match your new, empowered inner state. This isn't about fluffy, wishful thinking. It's about consciously creating a new internal reality that then starts to show up in your external world. The hidden power is that scientifically backed ability of your mind to change itself. And the unlocking happens through your consistent internal practice. So, the science is solid and the possibilities are enormous. The only question left is, are you ready to give it a shot? You've got nothing to lose and a whole new level of confidence and well-being to gain. Start today. Seriously, don't wait for the perfect moment because it'll never come. Choose one or two affirmations that really speak to you from the examples we talked about, or craft your own. Commit to just 5 minutes, twice a day for the next week. Just see how it feels. If you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel reach more people who might need it. And don't forget to subscribe for more content on unlocking your potential and living your best life. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. What's one affirmation you're going to start using today? Share it so that it can make even more powerful for other people and your friends and your community. And sharing it will definitely make it more powerful, So the journey to change ourselves often seems like a massive undertaking, but some of the most powerful tools are also the simplest. Daily affirmations, when you understand and use them correctly, aren't just a rah-rah motivational phrases. They are a direct line to reshaping your brain and in turn, your life. You truly are the architect of your thoughts. By using neuroplasticity to your advantage, activating your brain's reward system, and consistently affirming your worth and capabilities, you unlock a hidden power that has been inside you all along. It's time to stop letting your old programming run your future. Pick up the tool of affirmations, use it with intention, and watch as you build a new, empowered, and confident you. Thanks so much for watching.